Hey guys, Owlvine here. A very good evening to you all. I wanted to take you into my space tonight to show you around a little bit. Everyone's asleep in my house now, and there's kind of a special magic to being the only one awake at night, don't you think? So I wanted to show you around my sacred space, my witchy and art room. This is my art space. So I have this gorgeous purple piece of material that I found a while ago, which is like, just reminded me of like, oops, banging things, of witchy wonder. On the back of my chair, you can't really see it in this light, but I've got this recycled raw silk scarf, and it's just way too heavy to wear. So I have it on the back of the chair because it's pretty. The Oni Dawson bits and pieces and some feathers there. Got some tarot decks and other books and journals. I've got this big piece of bark here that I collected the other day to do a painting on. I actually have another bark painting in my house that I'll show you guys one day. It's not my painting, it's a friend of mine, but it's really beautiful and I've been wanting to give that a go. Over here I have my shelf. So at the top here I have kind of a Norse setup going on. I have some really cool bits that I found at charity stores. There's this beautiful, what's it called, candelabra at the front here. It's wooden and then has a chain going around it, and then at the back there's this bottle which reminds me of a Viking bottle. And I want to warn you guys, although I've just realised I've already shown you, there are going to be animal parts in this video, so if you don't like that, please do click off. Yeah, I don't want to upset anyone. The back there I have a goat's horn, some few bits and pieces, a big piece of fluorite here. This is green and purple, although you can't see in this light at all. And some other rocks and things over there, a bunch of peacock feathers. And down on this shelf here I have sort of a horned god set up at the back here. So I have the Devil's Dozen, I think it's called. Oh gosh, I can't remember now. Anyway, this book here by Gemma Gary. It's a really good book if you are wanting to work with the horned god. It has, it's not the dozen, it's 13. Anyway, there's 13 different rites in there to do with the horned god, and it's really good. And then I've got another goat's horn back there with some crow's feathers in it. Some crystals, bits and pieces. In this set of drawers back there I've got some hagstones and red brick and different bits of shells and things like that in there. Look on the side here, I've got the Deathly Hallows, of course. Now this section of the house is the love and romance section and relationships, according to Feng Shui. So I've got some love bits and pieces up here. I want to show you guys this. This is completely awesome. If I can't really focus on it properly. It's too dark. I've got this black skull candle. This guy cost me quite a bit, and he was at he was being sold in a chain store, and I saw him and then was like, oh, he's a bit too expensive, and then went home and was like, no, I really want him. And then when I went back they didn't have him, so I drove like all the way to the other side of the city to go and get him. And I love him. And then I've got a crow's skull there. On the next shelf I have another candle, sorry, not a candle, it's a wax skull, so this one's not a candle. And I was going to light that candle for you and I forgot to make it brighter. Back there I've got some stones and things. Here I've got a dragonfly on a piece of obsidian. You see the dragonfly? My husband found him for me. He was already deceased when I got him. I've got my Earth Magic Oracle here, which I love. My sister's dog ate a couple of the cards, so I'm wanting to get that replaced. And then over here I have a small shrine for my babsha, for my grandma. So a little picture of her. She was Polish, so there's a few Polish bits and pieces here and a few of her items. And down here you guys have probably seen this shelf behind me before. I've got bits and pieces. I've got my Mama Earth book, which is one of my favourite books. It's a really beautiful book if you're wanting a story that's a bit more pagan for your child. It's a really gorgeous book. I might go through that another time if any of you are interested. And a few bits and pieces. I've got an Alice in Wonderland setup happening here. You see the little cover. It's a bit cute. My owl and some spirit quartz. Some bits and pieces back there. I've got my books here and down here. Now, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I order my books into colour order as much as possible. This might seem kind of weird. I'm not going to disagree. But I think that the eyes travel nicely across books that are arranged in colour order, and they just look prettier. So I've done that. And then I've got a few bits and pieces that correspond with the colours going on. Over here to the side I have a tree stump, which I found on the side of the road a while ago. I kind of nicked it from the council, don't tell anyone. And I use it as my side table. I wanted to have it actually uncovered, but as it dried out, it's got this huge split in it now, so I've covered the top with just a pretty scarf thing, and that's the book I'm going through at the moment. In the Shadow of 13 Moons. This is about shadow work and working with the dark moon. It's got different rites and things in there, and it's a really good book so far actually. I'm up to the second month, or second moon I should say, but in the second month of course. Up here I've just got a piece of material hanging up that my husband brought me back from India when he went, and another cool scarf thing. In the corner here I have my Baba Yaga staff. It's Michaya. I've got my little rainbow lamb sitting on there. A friend made this for me a few years back. Actually when I was getting engaged, she made that for me, so that was a little while ago. And over here I have my altar space. So I've got these flowers up around here at the moment. These are actually from my lounge room. I bought them in for the video because I needed a little bit more light, but I've ordered some more. I've ordered some blue ones from in here, so I'm going to see how they go. There's a lot of blue happening around my altar at the moment, which is surprising, but I thought that would be nice. On the side here I've just got some bits. I have a shrunken head here, which is going to freak some of you out, I'm so sorry. But he's really cool and I love him. He is actually from the Amazon. So he's awesome. I might get into shrunken heads in another video because the story behind them is actually quite fascinating. And then down here I've got my healing bowl. This has a really beautiful sound. This was a gift for me, brought back from Nepal by my father-in-law. I absolutely love it. And that's on another little tree stump. I've got some bits and pieces here, some crystals and things, some rocks, lots of rocks, always rocks. Down here I have a crocodile skull, and then next to it here, you can't really see it, is a magpie's foot. Oops. Back there I have my goddess vase. The reason it is my goddess vase is because it reminds me, you can't see in this light, but it's got some kind of chevron markings on it, and it reminded me of the old pottery that they found thousands of years ago, from when people used to worship the goddess. So that's why that's there, and a few bits and pieces. I want to show you this. How pretty is this? This is my candle snuffer. Isn't it gorgeous? It's got like, I know I'm not in the right focus, there we go, little diamantes in it and stuff. Put that there. And down here I've got candles going out. It's my, what's it called? Himalayan rock salt candle holder thing. I've got some ingredients for spells and things down there, and some shells and bits and pieces. Over here I've got my gratitude jar for the year, and here I have a small chest. Can you see the owl on here? And I keep different bits and pieces, you know, that I need by the altar there. And down here I have my goddess stone. So this stone is quite big. As you can see, I have big hands. You know what they say about big hands. Yeah. So I found this in a park a while ago, and when I held it, it just, like, when I saw it, it just called out to me, and when I held it, I just felt this primal feminine energy, and so I brought it home with me, and I like to meditate with that. And then over here, I have a cushion down here that I sit on. My house is very old, as you can see. Look at my old granny carpet. I love it. I've got my Animal Speak book there. I always have it close at hand. I often work with spirit animals, as I think I may have mentioned previously. I don't know what I've mentioned before anymore because, like I said, I've made a few videos that didn't make it up for various technological reasons. So I don't know what I've told you and what I haven't. Anyway, this is my current altar space. At the back there, I have a piece of material, also from India, and that's hand painted. It's really beautiful. I've just kept my altar really simple for now. I've got a working candle in the back here. I've got my big quartz generator, and I have a small, I don't know if you can see it, tiger's eye down there at the moment. And I have my fairies oracle here. I'm doing my daily draws with those right now, with a piece of rose quartz on top. And then just an incense holder. This is a candle holder, but I use it. It's got some wax melted in the top, so I use it as an incense holder. And then my driftwood wand that I found on the beach some time ago. And then here, I love this part of my altar. This is a piece of driftwood that I found on a beach where we went camping a while ago, and I was so excited by this because it has branches and roots and it's just beautiful. I've been wanting to find like a decent big bit of driftwood, and this beach was just amazing. I found some really cool pieces, so I knew that that had to go on my altar. Oh, sorry, fingers. And here I have my Morrigan beads. These are made by Anya Auger of HeartStory. I'll link her store down below. I'm not sure if her store's open at the moment. She's got a lot going on in her life. But these are really beautiful. I don't worship the Morrigan myself at this time, but I absolutely loved the beads, and she has some really gorgeous pieces, so I recommend her store definitely. And then over here I have my Babsha's rosary, and down the bottom of it, if we can zoom right in, is my pentacle, and it's got a tree in the background. So I love that. And then up the top here, I have my spirit candle. This is probably one of my oldest possessions, I think. Somehow it's managed to make it through with me through a lot of moving, so that's up there. And I've got some citrine and an African bloodstone skull, which I don't think is actually crystal at all, but it's something that I use in magic and I really enjoy it. My piece of tourmaline, I'm never far from this. I absolutely love tourmaline. It's one of my absolute favourite stones. And then up here a vase with some crow's feathers, which you can't see because it's black. And some bits and pieces. Oh, that's my 2016 year card. Oops, where are we? Which is Justice in the traditional arcana. That goes, oops, up there. And then last thing, in the corner here, I have this candle holder, which has a face on each side, 4 faces. So this is sort of like my protection candle, if you will. And I have one last little thing to show you over here. This is my altar to my animal totem. My animal totem is spider. So I have this bowl here, a ceramic bowl, which has little cobwebs on it. I did have a cicada shell, and cicadas are one of the spider's prey, but I actually crushed it when I was preparing to make this video, so I've actually got it inside the little bowl now as an offering. And I have a bird's feather here because a bird is obviously a predator of spider, and then I have my spider stone here and a beautiful candle. This is the most gorgeous candle. I wish I had smell-o-vision. French pear, oh, divine. And that's all on a tree stump as well that I found a while ago. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you for sticking with me if you've stuck with me this whole time. I wish you all much love and many blessings, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.